that needs to be filled out anyway and brought up to me, you can just come right on up at any time. Set it right there. Okay, so welcome to the Sheboygan Area Schools Board of Education regular monthly meeting, Monday, October 27th, 2025. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Oh, we did not roll call. We roll call over standing.
Oh, yes. Tim Tarja.
Here.
Deborah Buhner.
Here.
Luke Kukuski.
Here.
Travis Neville. Richard Pilon.
Here.
Julie Lohila.
Here.
Matt Malarchuk. Okay.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
So the first thing on our agenda is the approval of minutes. Had a chance to look those over. I need a motion to approve the minutes from September 22nd, 2025, regular meeting.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Luke,
Support.
support by Tim. Chris?
Okay. Luke Kukuski.
Yep.
Richard Pilon.
Yes.
Tim Tarja.
Yes.
Deborah Buhner.
Yes.
And Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is site project. Maybe we need to amend the agenda because we have, yes, we need to amend the agenda to move Site Logic to number 5 and push everything down. So I need a motion to.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Deb.
I'll support.
Support by Rich.
Might as well jump into it now.
Chris?
Luke Kukuski.
Yep.
Richard Pilon.
Yes.
Tim Tarja.
Yes.
Deborah Buhner.
Yes.
And Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, so Site Logic is up next.
Hi Jake, how are you? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, can you tell our school board and all the folks that came to our meeting here tonight a little bit about the bid process that we just recently went through on October 9th with East Elementary, a quick review?
Sure, I'll go over a high level, and then if you guys have questions, please feel free to ask away. So once the design team led by Becky on the call here finished their designs, the team worked to package those designs together and put them out in a public competitive bid process. We worked to solicit interest from contractors. We held a pre-bid walk of the schools to review the work. During the course of the bid process, as contractors have questions about the scope or schedule or any details of the project, they submit a formal request for information through our bidding platform, which we use a project management software called Procore. That's where we can communicate with the bidders. Being a public bid process, all the information has to go out to everyone who is potentially bidding on the job. And that's where we communicate timelines, bid due dates, all of that. Once the bid day was due, as a public bid process, the bids were opened in person on site at the district. And so we did, that bid process was the same for both the East Elementary as well as the rebid of the Inverness Academy.
Okay, any questions? If you take a look, we have broken down there are 7 packages, correct, Jake? Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and I believe, Julie, correct me if I'm wrong, what we'd like to do is make a motion and approve each one of them, go through each one of them? Is that what we're planning to do?
Yes.
I got a question.
Okay.
When did the actual bid process open? And then how did we have 3 companies send the bids to the wrong location?
Sorry, can you repeat the question? I didn't quite hear you.
When did the bid process open? And then how is it with this great communication that we had 3 companies send their bid packages to the wrong location? My
Okay.
understanding is the original location was east, and then I think Becky said on September 18th, it was changed to the board office. So how did we
Yes.
miscommunicate during this process?
So your first question, I don't know exactly when the bid process began. I can get that information and communicate it to you. And perhaps if Becky has it at her fingertips, I don't know the exact date.
I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can actually, I think, answer some of that history for, because I was a part of their, bids went live on or about September 4th. We had a 3-bid block that was required on September 11th. And so at that time, we walked around. The question, we had about 27, 28 contractors that showed up. We walked them around, both the East Elementary and Inverness Academy. At that time, it came up about the location, and that sometimes when you have 2 buildings bidding at once, most times you're opening it up often at a building, where here, we wanted both bids to come to Inverness Academy, right where you're sitting. So after we walked with all of the contractors, we actually all met in that boardroom, and I did clarify with them, everybody please bring your bids to this location. We'll be clarifying that in addendum. That addendum was sent out September 18th for everybody, and clarified the location change for East Elementary. So then we also had actually 3 addendums. So there were 2 subsequential addendums that happened in the bidding process, and everybody had confirmed they had received them.
Becky, did at one time did you guys actually communicate at one time that people were supposed to send their bids to East Elementary? Was that, or did people just assume because there was a bid walkthrough at East Elementary that they should send the bids to East Elementary? Or was it actually publicized that way?
It was on our bid form as the location. So there's confusion with the project location and yes, where to deliver the bids. And so there was on our bid form for East Elementary, the bid what had been indicated to be delivered, and we clarified and updated that to Inverness.
Okay, and just so everybody's aware, of the 7 packages, Becky, 2 of the packages had bids that showed up late here, correct?
Well, that's only because Steve drove one out here from
Yes,
east
I
side,
believe it was
and he made it in
package
time,
2
so we actually had
and
3
work package 7.
went
So
to the
that's
wrong
the
location.
mechanical and work package 2 and civil and work package 7.
There were 2 companies.
So the 3rd made it on time, is that correct?
Yeah, because he drove it from east out here.
Okay.
There were only 2 that were, yes, there were only 2 that were late.
And the
But
2 that
3
were
went
late
to the
there.
wrong location, is what I'm getting at, is 3 went to the wrong location.
Correct. So 2 of the 3 cannot be accepted, it's my understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, Jake and Becky. 2 of the 3 late bids cannot be accepted because they were actually received late at the bid opening, correct? That's not only from Site Logic, but that's from our attorneys as well. Is that correct?
Correct. We opened them because sometimes there are anomalies that allow us to accept it, and so we wanted to go through and be able to understand and vet that properly, which we have been doing over the last 2 weeks and working with your legal counsel.
Okay. So 2 bids cannot be essentially reviewed or considered because they were late. Does anybody have any questions about those? Now those let me go dig a little deeper here so before you may have some more questions and discussion. The 2 bids, they impact, and I believe you have this in your notes, they impact package number 2. Package number 2 had 4 bids total. Okay, is that right, Becky? And one of the late bids was the lowest bid.
Yes.
So we can't consider the lowest bid. The only thing that we consider, we have 2 choices now for package 2. One is to take the next lowest bid, which is Reamer, is that correct, Steve?
Correct.
Or just reopen it and have it bid again due to the error. So, do we want to talk about that a little bit?
I just want to make sure that if we do rebid, does that delay the construction at East?
Did you hear that? So if we do
I
go,
didn't, no.
if we rebid the package with the anomaly, is that going to delay the start of construction? I think right now we were looking to start in the spring of '26. Because there is some time that we, so many days to allow it to be public, so many days to do all these different things. If we rebid package 2, would that jeopardize the spring start date for the construction for East Elementary?
So in theory, no, it would not. We would plan to open bids right after the Thanksgiving holiday, likely the first week in December. If that's what the district decided to do, we'd review a new bid schedule and timeline. That's still an optimal time to go out to the bid market. So no, it would not delay to the start of the construction. The reason I said it in theory is because anytime you go out to bid, although we had 4 bidders show up at this bid opening, it is a public open bid process that we'd be opening back up again, and we're not sure who would come and put a bid in and what their numbers would be.
Right, yes.
But the one that we can't accept is the excavation too. Don't we need to do excavation?
You're talking about package 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on a second.
I mean,
I just want to make sure we're clear on package 2
Yeah.
first. So is everybody clear on package 2? So when we get to package 2 to approve it, you have 2 options for a motion. One is to make a motion to accept the lowest valid bid, which is Reamer, or the other motion could be to go out to rebid for package 2. Package 7 also had a late bid, but package 7 is different because we had no other bids. Correct, Jake?
Correct.
And because there were no other bids, we have to go out and rebid, correct?
Correct.
well, no, my question is, don't we need to do the excavation work first?
Oh, yeah, as far as the timeline is
Yeah, so
concerned,
it is, number 7 is really the
7's the one you're worried about.
lead. I mean, that's your
Right.
start.
Yeah, did you hear that, Jake? Rich was asking, 7, we're gonna have to rebid 7 because we have to,
Mhm.
right? And that one has to happen first before anything else can happen. Is that one, is that one more dire than the others in regards to rebidding and getting a contractor?
As far as the timeline.
Timeline, yep.
I don't think so in terms of timeline, but I would say yes, just in terms of, there weren't as many bidders as there was compared to work package 2. So we would focus very hard on contractor outreach and ensuring that there was an adequate pool of bidders to come back during the rebid. But as far as the bid timing of, again, that first week in December, that's not a concern.
No, I meant, we need to get the excavation work done, started first in the spring before they start construction. So what's your leading, and your project management, what is your lead? What's your first item to start? Excavation. I'm not talking about the bidding, I'm just talking about the delay
Yes,
in the project is on the excavation side, not on the construction side.
Yes, they would likely be first to
Okay.
mobilize and start construction on site, that's correct.
Okay.
So the other, if you take a look at the other packages in your notes, the other packages, we have a low bid. They've been recommended. Any questions on the other packages? Now, the good news is, Jake and Becky, you want to talk a little bit about the budget in general? Even with the anomaly, it looks like all of our bids have come in under budget. Is that correct?
Yes, we are tracking, pretty much, do you have, let me pull that up, if you'd like me to share that for everybody. The financials. Just give me a second. We came in, as close to budget as we want. There's a couple things here and there when we open this up, and I don't know which happening? Oh, there it is. All right, can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect. So as you can see up on this amount here, we had our budget amount. So we had our bill budget, and that's what we designed to. We do hold contingency in those amounts, and then that creates really what becomes that end budget. And we want to hold contingency throughout the project because these are existing buildings, they're unknowns. There are things, as much as we can do, all of our field verifications during design. Once people get into the building and they start swinging the hammers, sometimes things happen, and that's what we utilize contingency for. So we want to really work towards our build budget. So with East Elementary, our build budget was $5.3 million, and where we came in was $8.4 million, and that's with our accepted alternates.
And sorry, just a clarification, that the build budget at East Elementary was just under 9.4 million.
Oh, thank you. Just rounding.
Yep.
So you can see in tabulation for all of our projects and where we're at for everything. We have the athletic fields, which came in much higher. We did accept that. So we had Inverness Academy that also came in a little bit higher. That has not been accepted yet. The high school and middle school still need to go through design, so we're holding those contingency dollars, and then we're still holding those same numbers that we're going to try to do design to. And then the overall, you can see we're at 5, kind of tracking for that 15-1 number, where over here with the bond we were at 15-3, which is really close. I would say that is, you know, we want to hold to that. I don't want to say that we have a lot of liquid funds, but it's a really positive and a really healthy outcome, even with where the bids are, with accepting the higher bid as it is today for that work package too.
Right, so the only thing that we're talking about here today is East Elementary. We've not even, we've not got into high school or middle school design yet. Athletics, some of the athletic projects have already been started, the track, for example. But the good news is East Elementary is the biggest project of all of our projects in our bond issuance, right? The budget, the build budget, just want to point out, is almost 9.4 million is the build budget for East Elementary, and we're coming in right now at about 8.5 million. So about $700,000 less than what we budgeted for, which is a good thing. Now, when we go back to, if we rebid package 2 and we rebid package 7, the problem, I don't know if it's a problem or not, but the question mark is, what are those bids going to come in? We know what the other bids are going to come in at because we're going to vote on those today. And if we accept those bids, we're going to be under budget. But still with a question mark with bid package number 2 or package number 7, we hope that they come in similar to what we've received already. But when you rebid something, I think everybody needs to understand, when you rebid something, there are no certainties, right? I mean, we had one bidder for package 7, we may only get one bidder for package 7. We could get no bidder, we might have to try again. We leave ourselves up to a lot of uncertainty, but that we don't always have a choice either. But we're going to keep putting, kind of pressing. Right now, we're pressing East Elementary because the goal is to get this thing started in the spring. Because you all know it's going to be a 2-year project, which is going to be a lot of deliberate work in phases over the course of 2 years so that we don't disrupt the educational environment. There's going to be a lot of trucks, there's going to be digging, there's going to be noise. And the idea is that we can get this all done, all the work done within 2 years without having to get mobile homes, for example, or without having to displace children, right? And right now, I think Becky and Jake, you guys think we can get that done, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Any other questions for site logic?
Could she pull up this spreadsheet she sent us the other day? I'm just kind of lost on some of the numbers.
Are you talking about they had all the bids on it? This one
Yeah.
here?
Well, yeah.
That number.
Becky, do you have that,
Some-
the
If
sheet?
this is the base and then this is without alternates,
old-
why are they the same? Or is there a new spreadsheet?
The other, yeah, we updated one, currently we took out the civil number. So
No.
because we said no acceptable bid, and that number is currently not reflected in what's up on the screen right now.
Yeah.
And that might be
Rich
what's
is
throwing you off
asking,
a
Rich
little.
is asking if you have the bid
This number's
sheet,
the same as this is.
that has
Oh, the
all the
bids tab.
bids, yeah, that has all the bids, and then with the, you know what I'm talking about?
I do.
So all the packages with all the different bids, he's got a question about that.
Okay, got it, yeah. So the numbers in this last column haven't been updated. Got it.
Yes, did sell.
Rich, did you have, what was your question? I'm
No,
sorry.
she gave me another spreadsheet with more numbers.
Oh my gosh,
No, just this one
We got lots of
spreadsheet.
numbers.
This one spreadsheet shows a column of the base, and then a column with the alternates, but they're all the same.
But these have not been added in, right?
So the E&L construction group, let's say, base bid is the same as the one without the accepted alternatives. I guess I'm missing it, but she sent me another one, thank you, that has the total number now.
okay.
Nope,
Yes, that one we don't have, right?
So you're talking about these two numbers here, Rich?
on the
Here's your
sheet.
base bid, here's your alternates, which I believe we can take all of the alternates, and then this would be your total bid, right?
Yeah.
Accepted with alternates. The sheet that you had, these two numbers were the same, weren't
Yeah.
they?
Yes.
Right, okay. We had a bad sheet.
Oh, I apologize.
Any other questions?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Becky and Jake, this is Tim. The bids, when they came in, they were to be decided upon anonymously, correct? The contractors did not know what the other contractors were bidding, correct?
They don't know their numbers, but the bids are opened publicly, and I believe that was the case here, Becky. The bids would be opened and the number would be read off in a public bid process.
Okay. So essentially, just to cut to the chase, what's happening here is that the contractors now, on this next round, are gonna have the ability to view what their competitors bidded and adjust accordingly in whichever way they choose, whether it's a no bid or if it's an adjusted bid, correct?
Correct, they've seen each other's hands at this point, on round one and round two. That would likely play into their strategy. I don't know what that would mean, but yes, they have that data point now.
We can't guarantee everyone would, want to place a bid again. We can't guarantee Reamer or Johnston would want to place their bids again. They might decide not to.
So what is your advice for package number 2 then? To accept Reamer or to go to rebid?
Our recommendation is to accept Reamer. They're a qualified bid. It is within budget, and they're a qualified contractor. As we look at the 4 bids there, they're fairly tight and spread, except for, you got one in Ballard and one in Johnson that are kind of the anomalies, the high and the low there. Having those 4 data points tells us, the likely market price for that, the way that Haggard's and Reamer were looking at it, the same, means that's a fairly good number. If we saw a very large spread on one of those, like a really large spread, you'd have a lot more questions, but seeing how tight those are, we think that's pretty close to where they would come in at.
Yeah, you can see with those accepted alternates how close those two are at the end.
And we do think that's a good bid and a good price, again, based on the budget.
And just to summarize, so package 2, we can take that lowest bid that's available there from Reamer, or we can rebid. But with package 7, we have no choice. Because there are no other bids, we have to rebid, correct? Any other questions?
What happens if Sutton comes back again with just one bidder? Do we still got the level?
You can accept it or not accept it. So if they come back and they get it in time, and it's within our budget threshold, and if they're the only bidder, then
And they have to be qualified as well, so they have to meet the qualifications of the bid.
all right. Any other questions for Site Logic? If not, I can let them go, and then we can discuss a little bit more, and then open it up to approval or not.
Okay,
All right, thanks, guys. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you.
Thank you.
all right, then we are looking at package 1 first. So, I need a motion to approve the work and fill in the company and the amount. Is there any discussion before we just go to that?
Does anyone know where E&L is located?
They are in the Saginaw Bay City area.
Okay.
Their foreman, the one running the job, is a Sheboygan native.
Okay.
Steve, did you have anything to add? And we should ask you as well. Did you have anything to add to this since you've been working with Site Logic directly on these?
I sat in all the general contractors' post-bid meetings, and I felt like they all were pretty qualified. But E&L, the lowest bidder, I was satisfied with their responses to all the questions, and their main foreman is local and lives in the local area, so that's very helpful.
You sat in on all of the interviews, correct?
The majority of them.
The majority of them. Did you have any concerns with any of the contractors after?
Not the ones that they recommended.
Any questions? Discussions? Looking for a motion for package 1?
I'll make a motion to approve the East Elementary work package number 1. General trade submitted by E&L Construction Group in the amount of $4,444,230.00.
Is there support?
Support.
Support by Deb. Any discussion before we vote?
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner, and
Yes.
Julie Lovila.
Yes. Okay, package 2. Package 2, I need a motion to approve the work at East Elementary. Remember that anyone can also make that motion to rebid on any of these. Should have said that before the first one, but on any of these, they can make the motion to rebid if they would like.
I would like make a motion to rebid package number 2.
Support?
I'll support that.
Is that who?
That was.
Motion made by Rich. Support by Luke. And I'm just gonna read it back to make sure it's right. Motion made by Rich and supported by Luke to approve the East Elementary Work Package 2 to be rebid.
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
and Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, package 3. Need a motion to approve the elementary work, choose any of those contractors, and fill in the amount.
Where's Shoreline?
Traverse City.
Okay.
I'll make the motion on Shoreline.
Support.
Okay, Luke, motion made by Luke. Luke, I think you have to say the amount of money.
Oh, well, it's different on the sheet, but 500, 209.
Yes. Okay, so motion made by Luke to approve the East Elementary work, package 3, electrical, submitted by Shoreline Power Services in the amount of $500,209, and I need a second.
Support.
Tim, oh, it was Tim. Tim.
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, package 4. I need a motion to approve the East Elementary work, package number 4, temperature controls.
Same question, Steve.
They actually do all our controls for the district-wide. They're out of Cadillac.
Okay, so you're familiar with them?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll make the motion to approve East Elementary work package number 4, temperature controls submitted by Air and Energy in the amount of $301,485.00.
Motion made by Rich,
Support.
support by Tim.
Yes.
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, I need a motion to approve East Elementary work package number 5, tab submit, well, you can fill in whatever you would like, send the amount.
I'll make the motion to approve East Elementary work package 5, tab submitted by Control Solutions in the amount of $11,225.
Support,
Yes. Or,
Rich? Chris?
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, we are on package number 6, to approve East Elementary work, roofing. Let me fill in the contractor and the amount.
They're good?
They did the middle school.
They did?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'll make a motion to approve the East Elementary work package number 6, roofing, submitted by Division 7 Building Contractors, Inc., in the amount of $787,200.00.
I'll support.
Luke, support by Luke.
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Package number 7, I need a motion to rebid due to acceptable bid submitted, to no acceptable bid submitted, sorry about that.
I'll make the motion to rebid package 7.
Support.
Made by Luke, support by Rich.
Luke Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the pre-purchase equipment. We save money by doing it this way, correct? Spencer, can you explain that?
Where are you at?
On the
Pre-purchase the equipment.
Steve, can you explain that?
So, they allowed us to, SiteLogic and Omnia allowed us to do a cooperative buying agreement with them. So we save money being a school's district and buying from them directly instead of through a third party like a contractor.
Okay.
So we're saving the district a significant amount of money by buying directly.
Okay.
What is the equipment?
It's the heating and cooling equipment.
And that stuff is.
Strictly just for east?
Correct?
Yeah, just for East, correct.
Do we know what the savings is going to be?
We don't know the exact savings
Okay.
now. Just
Or you're cutting out the middleman?
in the middle, yeah, we're cutting out the middleman, correct.
Any questions?
Rich, I didn't hear your question. Is it for the heating and cooling?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And this on this packet, it's all outlined by everything that we're, this packet that's in there.
We have a packet. Okay.
It is? Oh. Not yet. Okay, I'm good.
Questions, discussion? Okay, so I need a motion to approve East Elementary Omni Package pre-purchase equipment in the amount of $589,980.
Motion that.
Motion made by Rich,
Support.
support by Deb.
Lou Kukowski,
Yep.
Richard Phelan,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohiwa.
Yes.
Congratulations, Steve, we got more work to do.
Yes, thank you, Steve, for all that you've done to get us where we are here at this point. We appreciate that. Okay, the next thing on the agenda is the board president report. I just wanted to say some things about the MSAB conference that Deb and I went to last week. It was an amazing opportunity. It just so happened that I was able to go to something that we are working on right now. The board is working on creating an onboarding package, so when new board members come onto our team, they kind of know what they're getting themselves into, instead of like, surprise, guess what? This is what your job is. So we're trying to make it more clear, and they had a couple sessions on that, which were very helpful to me, and also the MSAB is very supportive in getting that together and is willing to help us out with that. We also went to the delegate meeting, which is held every year, where we go through the resolutions that the MASB has for the districts and vote on whether we want to keep them, the continuing ones, or if there are new ones. There are only two that came up. One was an inclusive literature, and there was a pretty good discussion on that, as it's whether the MSAB should urge school media centers and classroom libraries to include age-appropriate and developmentally appropriate literature that reflects the student population and the broader society. And they decided to keep that. Also, communicable diseases, discussion was held on that. That was a great thing also, on whether the MSAB should support vaccinations and with our policy, with policy. And that was also kept. Then also there was an opening session on Friday, which was very good. It was on innovation to help early learners find success in their own way, which was very interesting, very good speaker. And then there was another clinic that I went to on onboarding. So it was a very good, very informative, and I think it's right on what we're actually working on in our district, very helpful. Deb, do you have anything to add to that?
On Thursday, I went to the all-day training session on basically board member 101, so that was very informative. I am new to the board. I recommend anybody who hasn't taken that to take it. It's a great course. They also recommend that if you've taken it previously, but not in the last couple of years, you may want to retake that. They've added quite an ethics section, and it was pretty eye-opening on a lot of the stuff. I mean, I had a general concept of what the job entails, but I appreciated the depth of, for just a one-day session, I learned a lot. Thursday's delegate assembly was awesome. There's some hot topics coming school board members' ways, so I encourage us to stay on top of some of the hot topics in education right now. I enjoyed the keynote speaker, and then I went to the program on our Compass program that Spencer and Judge Visno presented. They represented our district very well. There was a ton of interest in our program, a ton of praise for our program, and it is certainly a point of pride throughout the state. Many other school districts looking to emulate what we do at Inverness Academy and our Compass program. So thank you for your time and that presentation.
I also want to say that if next year, if any board member would like to go, it was a great thing. There were some boards that the entire board was there, and that was very nice. That would be a very good experience for all of us. We'd all be on the same page, do the same thing, which would be very good for a board, although our board is awesome. That we have around here, so, and anyway, that's the MASB conference next year, and the delegate assembly.
I think there's also a summer institute.
There is a summer
Tim went to
institute.
the summer one this last summer, so if you missed out on the annual, the big one, which was
Yeah.
this past week, there's also kind of a mini one. Last year was
In
held
the
on,
summer.
last
On the
year was
island.
held on the island, back in
Yes.
Ireland, which was pretty cool.
All right, that's it. So next up, Spencer with the.
Yeah, I just got a few things I want to add to my superintendent's report. Essentially, the majority of my report time dedicated to site logic to make sure that we get all of our questions answered for the board before voting. But also, I just want to make everybody aware, I'm not sure if you know this or not, but October is Principal Appreciation Month. So we have some really great principals here in our school district. I hope everybody knows that. We got Marty Mix and Ben Wilson at the high school, Ben Schley and Ashley at the intermediate school, Deanne at the elementary school, and Chris at the here at Inverness Academy. And there, some of them are right there. So if you guys would stand up, let's go. Come on, Ben. Come on, Ben. They do a very, very good job, a great job. Yes.
So I just want to interrupt you for a minute. We would like the admins to come up here and.
We have a little treat.
Oh, you hear that? Come on up, firing squad. Here we go. Get your squirt guns out.
You have to promise not to eat all your candy tonight.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, very nice.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you.
That's first thing.
Only place I want to be
Thank you.
is here for my birthday.
Thank you.
There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Actually, appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Appreciate
it, brother.
Thank you.
Oh, I would totally take it. Really nice.
Okay, you do not
We're
have
gonna check with
to
it.
deliver the treat.
And we do really appreciate the job you do. And you know, it's so evident that you are there for the students, and that's what is the most important to the board. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
All right, I think we already talked about this, East Elementary, unless we want to talk about it again. No? Are we good? Steve? Steve, one question I still do have for you. The rebidding process now with package 2 and 7, what does that look like? You want to share that with
Well, it
us?
looks like site logic, it's a, you know, the minimum is 10 business days,
Yes.
but it looks like they want to extend it just to give any
Contractors some time.
additional contractors time. Because during the initial process, we had a couple that needed extra time,
Okay,
so.
well, good.
But, quick question, since those bids are now being rebid, when you lose a bid, doesn't Site Logic have to contact that company and say, you lost the bid in this project? I mean, they need to contact all 4 of those
Yes,
companies.
they'll contact all of them. and tell them
And
that.
then we could, plus if a company didn't bid, now sees it on the form, could actually bid too, so we can bring in additional bids.
And then what Deborah already talked about, it was a very humbling experience to be asked to present at the MASB conference. Judge Visnaw was there, We talked about the Inverness Academy, the alternative education options that we offer here. And then also with the Compass program being a part of our Inverness Academy, it is very unique, as Julie said. It's really the only program like it in the state of Michigan. So we had a packed house. It was really great, a lot of good questions, very engaging, and there's Deborah right there. There's a picture, she's taking notes. Did you like, was that, I thought I got your good side.
Yeah,
No? I thought that was very flattering.
looks great.
Just a couple other things before we keep moving on here. Dr. Hattie's going to be here on Monday. We're very, very fortunate as a school district, not only as a school district, but as a region. Dr. Hattie is going to go to Gaylord, and we have once a year a COP ESD Regional Professional Development Day. And if you don't know about Dr. John Hattie, you should. His research has been really breaking. He did an 800+ meta-analysis of what works in a classroom. What is the best things that we can do as administrators and educators to put students in a position for success. We are extremely lucky and fortunate to have him. We're going to have him all day on Monday. All the teachers are going to get in their cars and drive over to Gaylord, and hopefully we're going to have a good day of learning. But I just wanted to highlight that it's really amazing that we were able to get him to come to our little neck of the woods here in northern Michigan and speak to all 10 school districts within our COP ESD. So really looking forward to Monday. Should be a good day of learning led by Dr. Hattie. And then finally, you guys see, hopefully you've seen some of these yard signs going up. The day is creeping up here sooner and sooner. Jamie Huber presented to our board, was it last month? Yeah. Presented to our board, came in here and presented. Jamie Huber is the regional superintendent. He talked about the CTE millage. All of you will get an opportunity who are of age to vote yes or no on this proposal, which will be on the November 4th ballot. And he came and presented. We're also presented, Jamie and I are also presenting, there's a CTE advisory committee on Thursday night at 5:30 at the Drift Inn. We'll be sharing some information about the millage there. And then also we're going to the Michigan Township Association at 7 o'clock on Thursday night, and he and I will be presenting there as well. And then the following week on Tuesday, you'll get an opportunity to vote. If passed, it will bring $4 million to our region. $4 million to our 10 schools, all in support of growing and building CTE programs. So that's a big chunk of change. Currently, it's about $1 million through Perkins grants. This would be an addition to. This would be an additional $4 million, and not only for our programs that we currently have in school, but also for our summer programs. I know some of you, my son went down to Onaway this past summer and was a 6-week welding class, and they paid him $300 a week to take a 6-week welding class and got a certificate at the end of it. It's a very highly coveted program. They also have a construction and trades program that's very similar. So these monies would fund some of these summer opportunities and then also allow us to build more CTE programs within our 10 school districts. I was really amazed to find out that 6 of our 10 school districts don't have a CTE program at all. So these funds would help those school districts offer something. We, here at Sheboygan, have the most programs with 9 out of all 10 schools. The second is Gaylord with 6. So, good stuff. Student behaviors, we've been working on these. 2 things that the building principals have focused on is vaping and truancy. Once you get to 20 days, this isn't new, but we're going to make sure that it's enforced regardless, right? If you miss 20 days that are unexcused, you would get a petition, right? So far, knock on wood, we don't have a student. We're in week 9. 25% of the school district is over. We have no students right now with 20 days, which is a good thing. But we have some that's bordering it, which is a bad thing. But if you get 20 days, you would get a court petition. And then vaping. Anybody who is vaping, it's illegal. And vaping is really scary right now. And working with the building principals, we've collaborated and decided that anybody caught vaping is going to get a ticket, right? And a ticket is how much, Marty? What are they?
It's pretty low right now.
Okay. more than it needs to be, but. Can you work on that, getting it high? So that's all we have in our power. We shouldn't be vaping on school property. We want everybody to be at school. One of the biggest correlating factors to being a successful student is being here. If you take a look at our students, I run an F report at the end of every 9 weeks. Students who have failed one class or more. And the biggest thing that I find, the correlating factor to that, is that they're absent quite a bit, right? If you're not here, you're not going to be exposed to the teacher and the learning that's going on in the classroom. It's going to be really hard for you to be successful in that classroom too. So we've been working on those. Hopefully we'll continue to improve some of those behaviors. And then some other facility stuff going on besides East Elementary. The track project is underway right now, correct, Steve?
Yeah, they should have this, the majority of it wrapped up by Friday, the paving done.
Yep, the asphalt's going to get, it hasn't gotten started, they haven't started laying it yet, have they?
They have not.
Okay,
Potentially tomorrow.
okay, so watch out if you're driving around the track. There's going to be some big dumpsters coming in there, dropping some asphalt hopefully in the next couple of days. Tennis courts, the fence is going up right now.
Correct?
And then also we just put up a new staging tent in front of the intermediate school, correct?
Yes.
Anything else you want to share about facilities?
I think that's it.
That's it? All right. Any questions about that? All right, thank you. That went a little bit longer than we anticipated, but that's okay. And now we're on to the next item, which is what, Julie?
Which is the best item of the night. We are on Student of the Month. So, Mr. Nick Spartan's going to come up and help us with that.
Good evening, everybody. Before we get going, though, we do have to say one of our amazing principals does have a birthday today, so it's Miss Neff's birthday today.
She's 25. 25, right? 25.
Everybody loves Ashley. But tonight, I'm lucky. I think I have two of my teachers here that are going to present. So this first student we're going to call up is Mr. Jack Coleman. He's right over here. Come on up here, buddy. And he is going to be ridden about by Miss Heather Lake.
This is Jack Coleman. I had the honor to watch this student Jack grow and learn for the last year. And to teach a student you've known for many years is a privilege, and I've had that privilege of having Jack as a student in my 7th grade English class this year. And when I say privilege, I mean it. Jack is a model student athlete who always puts academics before athletics. I know that he works hard for that badge of honor, and it does not always come easy to him. He is one of the first to take class, he's one of the first to class, understands the expectations, and goes above and beyond. Recently, we've begun the somewhat arduous process of writing the first big persuasive essay. There are many steps that lead up to that big paper, but as I tell kids, the more work you put into the beginning of the assignment, front-loading, the easier it will get. Jack heard me. His notes on his evidence and his commentary that I had made on his paper written for him, his notes on his evidence and his commentary had his paper written for him. My English teacher heart was very proud. Jack will always ask questions. He listens to my edits and notes for him, and most importantly of all, he is respectful and kind. It is for all of these reasons that I have chosen Jack Coleman as the 7th grade student of the month.
Congratulations, buddy. He's got a pretty smooth left-handed jump shot, too. Throw that out there as well. Next, we have Amelia Simaskas. Is she here? Come on up. She was nominated by Mr. Greg Erno, and he said during her first month and a half of 8th grade, Amelia has performed very well in her advanced Algebra 1 class. Amelia's ability to communicate with others and her strong desire to do well in class is also being picked up by others in her class, and her assistance helping others is very appreciated. It is with honor that I submit to all who are here that Miss Amelia, a genuinely fine young lady who exemplifies what a teacher wishes all students could be. Congratulations. next one too. Near and dear to our heart. Sophia Tamlin. So Sophia was nominated by Miss Capizzoli. I don't think Miss Cap's here, is she? Okay, by Miss Capizzoli. Says, why does 9th grader Sophia Tamlin deserve to be Student of the Month? Like many other 9th grade students, she's a hardworking student, whether she is completing an assignment or playing a sport. However, it is Miss Tamlin's grit, her tenacity, her never quit approach to life that makes her the Student of the Month, her Student of the Month nominee. Congratulations, Sophia. And next we have another Sophia. Come on up. Sophia Naden was nominated by Miss Brenna Kane.
All right. Every once in a while, you get a student that just radiates positivity from the moment they walk in the room, and that's exactly who Soph is. She's truly a ray of sunshine, and it shows not only in her consistent smile, but the way her classmates naturally gravitate towards her. Soph's kindness, humor, and easygoing personality make her classroom a brighter, more welcoming place for everyone. She's truly a team player. She supports her classmates, encourages others, and always looks for a way to make group work run smoothly. This collaborative spirit and many others make her a joy to have in class. I'm so excited to see her continued growth and success over the next few years of high school. And for all these reasons and more, I am proud to recognize Sophia Naden as Student of the Month for the sophomores.
Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right. Pretty outstanding kids. We get to work with them every day. It's awesome. Next we have Kelvin Wade. Come on up, buddy. Kelvin was nominated by Miss Morse. She wrote, Kelvin is one of the nicest young men I have ever had the privilege to have in class. He exuberates kindness and intelligence. Kelvin is a leader by example, both academically and outside of the classroom, and I am honored to nominate him for Student of the Month. Congratulations on a very well-deserved honor. And next we're going to welcome back up, she's right here, Miss King, and she is going to acknowledge Elena Marsh. There you go.
All right. Every teacher has those students they can always count on, and for me, Lainey is one of those dependable, hardworking people who make my day easier. I had the privilege of teaching Lainey last year, and this year I'm lucky enough to have her 2 hours every day. From day one, she's been somebody I can rely on, whether it's helping manage the school store, keeping track of attendance questions so I don't repeat myself, or just jumping in wherever something needs to be done. She takes initiative without being asked and handles every task with maturity and care. Her reliability, positive attitude, and strong work ethic make Lainey an outstanding student and an even better person. For all these reasons and more, I'm proud to name Lainey Marsh our Senior Student of the Month.
Thank you. So thanks to all of our teachers for their nominations and for those students. Well done. Thank you, guys.
Okay, next we have, before we give everybody an applause, I'd like Candace to come up and do student spotlight for Inverness.
Okay, hello, I'm Nick Kangas, social studies teacher at Inverness Academy. We do student spotlight, we like to call it that because we not only like to highlight students because they are succeeding academically, but also because they're succeeding in just overcoming the challenges of life. So we have two students, we have one of our in-person students, and then we also have one for our virtual students. So we have our in-person student spotlight here today. George, come on up, George. George Lockwood. We got you a little goodie bag. There you go. All right, so George is new to our school this year, but he has been very quick to make an impression on all of us teachers. If you went down the down the hallway of Inverness, I don't think you'll find a single person who would be willing to say a bad thing about George. One of the nicest kids that any of us who work at the building have ever met. George always comes in, he's super respectful, and he's always ready to work and learn and ask good questions, and it quickly has become one of my favorite students I've ever had. So it's a pleasure to give this spotlight to George, and he's doing a great job. We can't wait to continue having him with us. So. Our other student spotlight unfortunately couldn't be with us today. It's Josie Padro. Josie's been with us in our school for years, since she was in the 9th grade. And she is now currently in our virtual program. And she has been not only been working towards completing her schoolwork, which, the virtual program is pretty intense because you're doing that pretty much mostly on your own. You have the ability to reach out to us teachers and help you, but a lot of the times it's self-paced. You have to make sure that you're the one who's going out there and forcing yourself to do the work. Josie's been really successful this year in getting her work done. She's on track to graduate this year, and on top of that, she's been working a full-time job both this year and last year. So we're super proud of Josie for all the work that she's been getting done and for all the successes that she's been having in her life.
Julie, can I add one thing to that? Just want to mention, you guys do a great job at the Inverness Academy, so thank you for doing that. But also, a statistic that we just ran across the other day is last year we had 27 graduates. We have approximately 100 students at Inverness Academy, and last year 27 graduates. This year, possibly 44. So keep up the fine work.
So when I say Student of the Month is our favorite time, it truly is, because we are here for the students and we try to keep a student focus on absolutely everything we do. So I'd like to give one more round of applause for all of the students. Also, without the guidance and help from their parents, we may not have the students we have. So we truly appreciate everything that you do. So I would like the parents or the people who are here supporting the students to stand up so we can give you an applause. And I have a favor to ask of you, Brenna. Would you mind very much if the students went out into the hallway and you took each of their pictures?
Yes.
So that, because our person is not here to do that.
Yep.
Thank you, I appreciate
And
that.
a group picture too, that would be wonderful, thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Okay. Oh, one other thing too, also, if you would like to leave at this time, you are more than welcome to. If you do not want to hear the rest of our.
Thank you.
Unless you want to stick around.
Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the curriculum committee update. So I will just go through this pretty quickly here. First thing, we met on last week, whatever day, Tuesday last week, and we did we saw a comprehensive needs assessment. It was reviewed, highlighted key factors in implementation. Educational benefits forms are now required by MDE. An online link has been shared on ThrillShare, noting over 100 online submissions so far. That was as of last week. The food service is encouraging continued sharing of this link. We need that done to get the funding. So the next thing we discussed was the MyKIP and the consolidation of goals into one that covers both academic and behavioral, which aligns with our strategic plan. Jessica presented an assessment calendar example, which was organized by fall, winter, spring, and grade level to support data tracking and continuous improvement. Ben and Chris discussed truancy efforts. A 5-day letter has been crafted, and home visits were discussed with positive outcomes in past years. Chris gave an Inverness Academy overview focusing on credit recovery, Compass students, and staffing needs. Marty outlined the value of MEMCA certification, which supports our graduation rate. Jessica also shared special education and 504 updates and emphasized the need for a consistent MTSS and SST process, especially for the transitions to high school. We are pleased to recommend the hiring of Julie McLaren as Title I teacher at the intermediate school, along with Garrett Romero as varsity boys coach, track coach, and Mariah Myers as varsity cheerleading coach. And that was the end of our meeting. Any questions about any of that? Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the strategic plan goals. And I would like to thank Spencer for staying up on the strategic plan, for creating the goals this year, for going through it. It is something that we stick to as a district, and it really guides everything we do, and everything we do is centered around the students. So there are new goals that we need. This is the second reading of them. We need to have a motion to approve the updated strategic plan goals for the 25-26 year.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Deb,
Support.
supported by Tim.
Luke Kukuski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, the next thing on our agenda is new hires and Title I. And where's, what building is that coming from?
CIS,
Yeah.
actually.
Would you like to?
Sure. So we are excited to have Julie here. She's come to us with over 18 years of experience in education. She's worked in public and private sectors. She's been a teacher, a math interventionist, MTSS coordinator, and we just know she's going to bring a lot of positive energy, so we're excited to have her as our second Title I teacher. So we're very happy to have her. She's awesome.
Any questions about?
Did you have anything you wanted to say? Are you good?
Well, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I appreciate it. I look forward to making a difference in Sheboygan and working with them staff.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, so I need a motion to approve the hiring of Julie McLaren as the Title I teacher.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Deb,
Support.
support by Tim.
Luke Kukuski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, congratulations and thank you.
Ashley, can we get her picture too and post it all over the website?
I'm really good at social media.
Okay, the next thing is the hiring of a boys track coach, high school, yes?
Yes.
Marty, you want to share a little bit about the coaches?
Sure. So Garrett Romero, he is our band teacher, and he took over as an interim coach for the season last year, and then put in was the recommendation to be the coach, moving forward now for the boys this upcoming season.
And then you also have another head coach that you'll be recommending?
Yes, and you're putting me on the spot with her name right now, but
Mariah.
Miss
Myers.
Mariah is all I've got. Myers, there we go, sorry.
Myers.
She is a current aide at East Elementary, yep. So, great lady, she came in and did a great job in her interview for the new varsity cheer coach. So we're excited to have her get it rolling and build the program back up to where we want it to be.
That's great, so we'll have cheer for winter sports?
Well, there's going to, kinda. So what they're gonna do is they're gonna build with not only the high school girls that wanna be a part of it in a spirit type program, but also the junior chiefs to get some of the younger age kids in and get things rolling to make sure that come this upcoming fall, we're ready to roll.
Oh, good.
Yep.
Nice.
She also does a short shot.
Okay, oh, good, oh, just busy. Okay, all right, so I need a motion to approve the hiring of Garrett Romero as varsity boys track coach.
Make that motion.
Motion made by Rich,
Support.
support by Luke.
Luke Kuski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. And I also need a motion to approve the hiring of Mariah Myers as varsity cheerleading coach.
Make that motion.
Motion made by Rich.
Support.
By. Second by. Luke?
Tim.
Tim, sorry.
We'll go with Baritones.
Chris?
Luke Kuski,
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Buhner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. And we have a finance committee, since Matt's not here. Is it
My notes.
Tim, are you on it? Which one, who's doing it? You or Rich? Okay, there you go. Ready to go.
Okay, we met on Tuesday as well, last week, the finance committee. Big topic of discussion is the same topic we just had earlier in this meeting with Site Logic about the bids, how they worked, why some were late, some were not, why some went to the wrong location, whether we could accept them or not. So it was all a lot of discussion on that, but, you know, we hammered it out tonight. The facility upgrades, the track, there's an irrigation issue, irrigation system issue, excuse me, irrigation system issue from 1999. So they are gonna get that fixed up and everything. They are tearing it up and it should be ready by the end of this week with final surfacing next summer, late spring, early summer. The tennis courts, I don't know if anyone's been there, but the posts were up. As of this afternoon, there's posts going up. Final landscaping and the netting and stuff will be done as well. Baseball, softball fields. Diamond dust was approved to be for the infield, I believe, and then they'll start on the outfield. The understanding was that there's about a 3 or 4 inch lip between the infield and the outfield, and that they need to get that corrected for them to hold some good tournaments here. Short discussion about the elevator. We're waiting on drawings, which according to my notes, we're looking at an elevator at the high school, correct? To go up to the 2nd floor in the athletic part. And I had notes here saying that we should be getting drawings by the end of December, then we'll have to go out for bid as that as well. So we're looking at 2027 construction. Steve provides us with a project tracking document for every financial meeting now. Most of those were clarified. I think, did they start on the beams in the bus garage yet?
They started today, actually.
Today, okay. So we review all of the non-huge CapEx projects every month with Steve on project tracking. And you're gonna do something about cost savings in our next month's meeting.
Up for transportation, yes.
Yeah, for transportation, excuse me, yep. A lot of discussion on transportation. We talked about the covered walkway for the middle school. Just to get drawings, it's like $16,000 just to get the drawings. And because it's architectural, so we decided, and we couldn't get it done this year anyways, so we're kind of holding off on doing that. In lieu of then, we put up we didn't do it. Someone put up a tent for us at the entrance or exit for all the 2nd through 6th graders. So if it's nasty weather, they're not standing outside, they can be under cover. And the tent has been designed to withstand our winters, so we'll see how that goes. The drift-in door, for those who don't know, right now if you go into the drift-in, you can literally just walk into the school anywhere, just walk. So we're looking at, for a safety standpoint, putting a door there that is, essentially a door that is I wouldn't say key, but security door that allows it to be open during certain times and for teachers to pass through, but people from the outside would not be able to go through that door, is the whole concept. It's a safety, it was brought up in safety, and we decided to move forward with the drawings to get that moving. CTE fencing, we talked about the need of a 5-foot privacy fence. Tim has asked for some stem wall cost savings, so we'll follow up with that moving forward. The saving from our solar panels, is that at east side, the solar panels
They're out here too.
out here? Save several thousand a year with the solar panels that we have. The audit for our budget from last year, still not done. It's confident it'll be done sometime in November, in which then the board should be able to review it. We will, preliminary looks like we will have been in a deficit for 24-25 school year. Maybe not quite as bad as what we were projecting, but we will be in a deficit for last school year. Our enrollment numbers with additional pre-K, 28 students in pre-K, I think he said, and with the additional EMC program with essentially fifth-year seniors, our enrollment numbers should continue to go up. We did not really drop it all this year from last year, which is probably the first time in 15 years, so that's encouraging.
Pre-K's up to 30 now, right, Deanna? Is it 28?
Yeah, okay. And then for the MDEs, the new thresholds, limits on competitive bids was raised up to 31,321. And there's new limits on vendor gifts and expenditures, but we don't really do much with those. The meeting was adjourned at 11:16 a.m. And the next meeting is November 18th at 10 a.m. in this room. And that's it. We do need to pay some bills though, don't we?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Any questions for Rich before we do that? Okay, all right, so the next thing on the agenda is the payment of bills. We need to acknowledge payment of the regular and bond invoices in the amount of $913,796.62.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Rich,
Or
support by
Tim.
Tim. I just hear two nice voices down there, I can't help saying it. And,
Yes. Chris?
Richard Phelan.
Yes.
Tim Tarja.
Yes.
Deborah Buhner.
yes.
And Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, so the next thing on our agenda is the summer tax resolution. We do this every year to approve the annual taxes so that we can collect them, I believe.
Yes.
So I need a motion to approve the annual summer tax resolution as presented. You have a copy of that.
Make that motion.
Motion made by Rich,
I'll support. Luke?
supported by Luke.
Luke Kukowski.
Yep.
Richard Phelan.
Yes.
Tim Tarja.
Yes.
Deborah Buhner.
Yes.
And Julie Lohila.
Yes. The next thing on our agenda is a board policy update. Forgot to say that.
You're all right. We did meet last Tuesday as well. Our intention at the time that we called that meeting was to go over the board operating procedures and start thinking about what should go in an onboarding packet for new school board members. But once we got into that list, we discussed that it probably wasn't meeting our needs. And with the state conference coming up, we knew we were going to pick up some more information on that. So we kind of set that work aside until next month. But bless Crystal's little heart, she found a couple more new policies that we need to take a look at. And you do have a copy of those. Basically, the FBI has updated their definition of sexual assault. Therefore, all of our policies must reflect that new updated definition. In the 4000 series, some more clarification has been established for the earned sick time. for the state. None of these policies are, I'm sorry, they are all required and there were no choices to be made. So we are full out, just need to approve them or adopt them this evening.
Any questions for Deb? Okay, so we need a motion to approve the board policy updates for policy 3118 and 4113.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Deb,
Support.
support by Tim.
Yes.
Luke Kukowski.
Yep.
Richard Pilon.
Yes.
Tim Tarjak.
Yes.
Deborah Buhner.
Yes.
Julie Lohiba.
Yes. And athletic committee, Luke, could you do that?
Yeah,
Do you have this?
He does not.
I don't, but you just want me to synopsis what we talked about last time, or? We talked about dedicating the basketball court that was just redone to Scott Hancock. 50 years in coaching here at his school, the one school. So I think it was a no-brainer to put Scott on there. We did have discussions about putting his wife Owen on there as well, because she also participates in stats and everything else, but Scott was the end-all choice there. And we'd have that, the court stripped and then his name put on there, his signature, kind of like they did at Arizona, I think, or somewhere else. They've done that in other colleges. We also talked about an open date for football. I think they're gonna wait for the conference to meet with some coaches to get a team scheduled for that date. I think it's next year on the week 7, potentially. We talked about the track, coaches for that as well. We also talked about the golf simulator that we've got. Pretty much getting, I guess, equipment for the track as well. I think we approved buying new gear. We did get new wrestling mats for the wrestling team, so that's here as well. So our athletics is booming right now, and new gear, new stuff. The hockey team, we're paying for the refs. We talked about that as well. I think that about sums it up, if I'm not mistaken. So.
Any questions for Luke?
We did want to make sure that we brought a motion forward for the naming of the gym floor.
Yeah, we got that.
Yes.
So that's something that we thought was important that the board make that decision.
Okay.
There's also discussion as to, we're gonna have to have a new athletic director soon, so how we're gonna list that, what qualities and things that we want for that, so.
Job description.
Yeah, right now, I think at the, as Luke just mentioned, we talked about creating a job description. Talked with Marty and Ben a little bit about that too. I think the goal would be to have a quality job description based on what our needs are. As this, everybody knows, Jason Friday has already put in his retirement, which was accepted last month. So we want to be a little bit more proactive and hopefully go out there and find somebody that can fit our needs, but also can lift our athletic programs. We're spending a lot of time and energy on them, and hopefully we can find a good fit. So working on a job description now, hopefully post in January with the goal of hopefully hiring somebody by March or April.
And also basketball. There was a B team, C team, so basketball teams will play games, and usually the starters get most of the time. There'll be a kind of a consolation game for kids that did not get an opportunity to play in the full game, that they would play other teams' bench players as well. And so we have an additional game for those players to get some time, fly time.
Any questions? All right, so we have a motion to approve the naming of the high school gym basketball courts as Scott Hancock Court in honor of 50 years of coaching Sheboygan basketball.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Luke,
Support.
supported by
I'm sure
Tim.
we'll see that again, 50 years.
50 years, yeah, wow.
I think they said this is only the 5th time in the history of the MHSA anybody's done 50 years in one sport,
Wow.
all sports.
But at the same school. I
At
don't
the
know.
same school.
Is it at the same
It's like the
yeah.
5th time ever.
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
If you know Scotty, he's got another 10 of them.
Absolutely, easily.
He's gonna beat everybody.
Luke Kukowski.
Yep.
Richard Pilon.
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Muner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. Okay, the next thing on our agenda is some overnight trips. We have an approval, we need approval for an overnight field trip request for girls varsity basketball on November 21st through 22nd to the UAW Black Lake Convention Center for team building. They do this every year, I believe it's something that they do every year. And I do have all of their paperwork. So I need a motion to approve the overnight field trip request for girls varsity basketball, November 21st, 22nd, to UAW Black Lake Convention Center for team building.
I'll make that motion.
Motion made by Rich,
Support.
support by Tim.
Luke Kuski, oh, sorry,
That's all right.
Yep.
Richard Pilon,
Yes.
Tim Tarja,
Yes.
Deborah Muner,
Yes.
Julie Lohila.
Yes. And that's another one, right? No, I thought there were two. No, one. Yeah. All right. So the next thing on our agenda is the recognition of donations, and we have had a $3,000 donation. It came from the finance company that was anonymous. So, thank you. What that was?
East Elementary.
To East Elementary, yes. And also, East Elementary, right, was donated over 1,000 boxes of crayons to our school, and I can't tell you how happy that made those teachers. So, thank you very much. And that was from Walmart. Thank you.
Nice.
Wait a second here. Oh, that's this one that was there. Okay, so public comment, I did not receive any up here, so I'm assuming there is no public comment. And I'm just gonna check to make sure I didn't skip anything right there, and I did not. So I need a motion to adjourn.
I'll make the motion to adjourn.
And I'll support.
All those in favor?
Aye.
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 That was Luke and Tim? Yes. Meeting adjourned at
7:57.
7:57.
All right. Thank you, everybody.